But my next guest says the rate cut, it's a double-edged sword. It could hurt housing affordability. Joining us now for more is billionaire real estate developer Don Peebles, chair and CEO of the Peebles Corp. Don, it's great to have you here. You're on our shadow Fed. I think you've been the one pushing for a half-point cut, so you must be very pleased.
Well, yes, I'm pleased that I was the one pushing for the rate cut at 50 basis points. I'm pleased. It's a little late. I think it should have been done at the last meeting at a minimum. And I think they'll have to do more as we go forward, though.
Do you think they're going to have to do more? Why? The way I'm looking at it, it's all coming up roses. And now we've got China stimulus and we've got the U.S. data looking okay. And the U.K. wants to be more business friendly, as we just heard was Prime Minister telling our Andrew Ross Sorkin. Do we really need a series of bigger cuts still?
Well, I think if we want to give Americans the access to the American dream, which is including home ownership, I think we're going to have to do more. 50 basis points is not going to be enough to pull back the increasing cost of home ownership and housing cost. I mean, we're at a point in America where more than half the renters in this country are paying more than 30% of their income in housing costs. So we're going to see affordability continue to be a problem, especially in supply-constrained markets, unless we get rates down, because rates will make housing more affordable to purchase, but also developers like me will start building when we get rates down to where we can make a profit on building our buildings.
Don, maybe then I'm puzzled. In our introduction, we said that you caution that a cut is a double-edged sword that could hurt housing affordability. I would think, and based on what you just said, that it would help because it would lower rates and therefore the monthly payment that a person might have to pay on a loan of a given amount, and it might encourage real estate builders, developers like you, to build more housing and maybe even more in the affordable category. So
no, absolutely.
How would it hurt?
No, look, I think what I'm speaking of is what will hurt is any kind of financial stimulus by the government, like a $25,000 down payment by the government for first-time home buyers, for example. That will have the effect of increasing the cost of housing. I think that by getting rates down, it'll create more activity. The challenge that we have and the reason that rate cuts could have an impact on pushing pricing up is because we have such a small inventory. We really haven't been producing much new inventory since the beginning of COVID. And so we haven't kept pace with demand. And so real estate's a pretty simple business. It's a supply and demand business. And so demand will increase when interest rates drop and supply is not there to meet it.
I get it. In other words, when you lower the rates, you get more people coming in because the rates are lower, but you don't have more supply coming on, so it's going to push up the price.
Correct.
Very, very interesting.
So, Don, because you're here, and we've talked many a times about the different metro areas you think are thriving and not thriving and investments you've made and so forth. I saw the news about New York City Mayor Adams this morning and immediately thought of you. And I'm curious, if he ends up leaving office, there are many people a little concerned about what would happen to the city. Are you amongst those who are concerned about what these developments all could mean?
Well, look, I think that New York City and the future of New York City is certainly bigger than one person. And I think that the mayor occupies a critical role in New York City's future, but you have a city council as well. And in fact, I think the headwinds that we've seen in the real estate market have come from the city council. I think that stability is important. And it would be, one, I think we're a long way from seeing the mayor resign and a long way from him being tried. And we are in a society where you're innocent until proven guilty. So I think that we have to kind of step back and take a look at this. But I think ultimately New York is on its way, I think, back, I think for a number of different reasons, but it's still got to deal with some of the structural issues, especially the migrant crisis that is continuing to affect New York City's quality of life. Those are going to be bigger issues than if the mayor were forced to resign, which I don't see right now.